Levi's mom passing away.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like it was
Man,
just out of the blue,
yeah.
and we went and pawned off a bunch of stuff to get gas money to go there.
What did we pawn?
Your swords,
Oh God.
and then we got them when we came back.
God, I don't even know where those are anymore. Those are gone.
They were your long
But
samurai
oh,
swords. I bet
that
your
was
parents still have
such
them
a
somewhere.
no. They don't. I guarantee you, those are gone. Uh,
Really?
that trip was so fun though. Do you remember? So we drove the truck down, right? My truck. We drove the truck down. Do you remember getting out in the field?
I don't. I know that we were taking turns like riding in the back, and
Yeah, but do you
I
remember
don't know
going out
who
in
it
the field and
was.
doing the massive donuts and stuff?
Yeah, and then we had somebody
Yeah,
in the back, and
I don't remember who it
somebody
was.
threw their chew bottle in the back at somebody. I don't
Oh,
remember who it was though. It was me, Levi,
uh,
you, and somebody else.
yeah, his friend, the real guy,
The what?
or the tall guy or the short. No, hang on. Is Levi tall or short? Levi the
Levi's
tall or the
short,
short one?
but he
Yeah,
is.
Levi's the short one. Who was the tall guy? His friend. What? You don't remember
I
his
don't
name?
remember which one it was.
Oh,
It
okay,
was
gotcha.
either. It was. It could have been several guys that could have been out there, but I don't remember which one it was.
Well, I just remember us in the truck and doing donuts out in that field, and and I don't know where we hit a rut or something just right,
And
and
it busted the
pop
bead on your tire.
busted the bead on the tire, and my tire went flat and dropped. I just
We
remember
were
we were like
probably.
skirting around the side and pop, and it.
And
Oh
it
man,
wasn't mud either. It was dry as bones, man.
yeah,
We weren't
yeah.
mudding
But
it. We weren't
where
mudding
we
at all.
landed, where we landed,
It was like
uh,
sand.
yeah, was no, it wasn't sand. It was it sand? Maybe it was.
It
Yeah, it
was
was
either
real
sand or
loose.
like loose red clay.
It was real loose. I remember that. It was real loose. Um, and we ended up having to. What did we have to do? So we had two vehicles, right? No, somebody came out.
Yeah, Corey Elrod came out and helped us. I
That's
think Corey was
right.
with us. I think it was
Yeah,
Corey.
yeah.
But we took his car and went to go get a jack. The jack didn't work. We had to find a piece of wood, and then we ended up
I'm
putting
sorry.
like 7
Oh
pieces of
yeah,
wood
I'm sorry.
underneath the truck and jacked it up. Is Joshua in
Uh,
trouble?
yeah, because I was supposed to turn the oven on.
Oh
So now
Lord.
she's making sure to make lots of noise. That's a little loud, don't you think?
Nope. Sounds like she's in there making brew.
Oops, my bad.
She got her
Love
witch's
you.
ladle in there stirring brew.
Is that your witch's ladle, babe? Nope.
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 Well, nothing came across
She's
the
making
screen,
pizza.
so you didn't get
She's
hit.
making pizza. It's not that bad. Hey, I'm sorry. I was moving stuff all day.
I called you
Uh-huh.
and said before your podcast, start the oven.
I got a little busy.
You said okay.
I got a little busy. I was talking to Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
Well, we should tell the listeners that the other two are not here because they have a busy week.
Yeah, that's
now-
why you're only hearing two voices. It's just us.
And that's all right because we make it happen. We haven't had a break yet, so why have a break?
Exactly. And if a few of us can meet, I mean, it's not a big deal.
Plus, we're going to try something new at the end of this. We're going to hopefully bring in some movie reviews in the near future with Josh and I.
That'd be fun.
I don't know, but I've been going back and watching old movies on like Netflix and stuff. I don't know how you feel. I don't like new movies near as much. I'd rather watch an old movie from the 90s than a new movie. Is that bad?
No, I don't disagree. So, like, new movies aren't bad. You just got to find the right ones, and there's just so much out there that not all of it's good, and some of it's good, but like there's just yeah, I'm with you. There's a lot of good classics out there that go back and watch. For me, I'm excited because my kids are 16 and 17, so they're just now hitting the age where I'm ready to start sitting down watching like some of the better movies, some of my more favorites from the past that I was like, I'm not showing this to my kids yet. But now they're
But you and I
a
have a
little bit
lot of
older.
difference in like flavor of movies. Like
Oh,
you
God,
like
yeah.
some movies that I can't stand. And I would say that I have most of
Like,
my movies that I like, you also like.
what kind of movies would you be referring to, Bobby? Do you mean like my science fiction
Star
movies?
Wars. No, I don't mind science fiction, but Star Wars I can't get into. I can't get into Harry Potter.
So fantasy. You can't get into fantasy.
That or Lord of the Rings. Is that considered fantasy or is that
Yes,
like
it's fantasy. That's
okay?
not
I
bad
don't know.
fantasy. Tolkien
Lord of the
is like,
Rings,
yeah, that's Tolkien. That's the best
Star
fantasy
Wars,
there
Lord
is.
of the Rings, Harry Potter, and then that one that I would rather puke than watch it, and that's Princess Bride. This is the worst movie ever.
Oh,
You already know
oh,
this.
that hurts my heart to hear you say it, though. Like,
I like
it
what's
is
weird is
such
that
a classically good movie. And then what's even cooler, have you seen now? All over like TikTok is all the famous actors are doing like home versions of it. It's hilarious.
have you
David Spade plays the man that plays Captain. Uh, oh gosh, come on! Did I really just blank?
Inigo Montoya?
No, the other one, Princess Bride. Princess Buttercup and oh, come on!
But what's weird is that I don't
Anyway.
like that movie, but I appreciate Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Is that
Oh, what
weird?
a great one! Yeah, that is weird because that's like
They're very similar.
I mean that's British comedy. It's different. It's different.
But I'm saying like the satire is very similar.
Oh yeah. But
So, but I'm on the third Die Hard. We watched all three Die Hards. We're on Die Hard with a Vengeance.
I loved the third Die Hard with all the puzzles.
That's probably my
that they
favorite.
have to solve. That's
Number
so
2 and number
good.
3 is actually really like my top 2. Like the first one's good, but it's not as good as the second and third one.
I think the third one's awesome because you get Sam Jackson in there, and him and Bruce together are
They
hilarious.
feed off each other.
Yep. Good chemistry. Good.
It's very
Good
sad to see
energy.
Bruce Willis like deteriorating.
Yeah, that is sad to see. I
But
was heartbroken to hear that he's done acting. I mean,
well,
I know
I
he's
mean,
done some B movies lately, but it's still, it's Bruce Willis. You love
did
him.
you see that one that he did back in the day with Mos Def called like 16
Uh,
Blocks?
Yeah, I saw that one.
It was actually
It
I
was
actually
good.
was impressed with it. I liked it.
He had several B movies that I thought were really good. That just,
Cop
I mean,
Out.
they didn't.
Oh,
Cop Out was hilarious. I thought that was funny.
that was like his funniest movie he ever did.
Yeah. Uh, I heard it was a nightmare though to film.
With him,
Like, well, I guess there was a lot of tension between Bruce and
Tracy Morgan.
oh no, not Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan was fine. It was the director, Brian Smith, right? Brian
Oh,
Smith
okay.
from
Are you talking about the Jay and Silent Bob guys?
yes, that guy,
That's not Brian Smith. That's
not Smith.
it's Smith, but it's not Brian. It's I know who you're talking about. He
yeah,
does like the comic books and stuff like that.
yes.
He has his own show. Yeah, it's
Yep. Also did
it'll
Tusk,
come to
I
me.
think, and
Never
other
saw
ones.
that. He did Mallrats. He did
Yep, Clerks, all that.
Clerks, Mallrats, Jay
Seriously,
and Silent
Brian
Bob.
Smith. Yeah, come on. That's disappointing. I hate when my brain does that. Just forgets.
I know
things,
who you're
man.
talking about though, but it'll come to me. It's not
Yeah.
Brian Smith though. It's it'll come to me. But anyway, what's been going on with you? I know that you're getting ready for a garage sale.
Yeah, that's honestly it, man. That I woke up. Well, I was Up at 8 or up at 7:30 this morning, and kids and I were ready to go by 8:15 at the church, and we hauled a
Spring break.
bunch of stuff in. Yeah, everybody's on spring break this week, so I had, gosh, I think 6 students with me today, and
That
so
helps.
I took 3 around to different houses with me to pick stuff up, and then the other 3 stayed at the church with my mom to sort stuff out. So we were able to get all the chairs moved out of our worship center, all the tables set up, and then basically all the piles sorted, and it's all kind of set out on tables now. Now it's just kind of the next 2 days. It's going to be sorting and pricing and bringing more stuff in. But
So is
looking
your
at
mom
what
and
we have,
dad back there?
just my mom. Dad's back
Oh,
there in
okay.
Hutch, just kind of waiting on things to get settled for his surgery, and then he'll have his surgery to get his pacemaker put in, and that's that.
And you also have a 17-year-old daughter now. How's that feel?
Oh, don't remind me. God, I feel like an old man. I do. It's
Hey,
crazy
hey,
though.
you can't say that. I have a
Say it. Say
my
it.
wife has
Say it,
a
Bobby. No,
granddaughter.
say it. Oh, come on.
A
Come
granddaughter.
on. Come on, Grandpa Bob. Say it.
So you can't say that you
Oh,
feel old. Yes, you
you're
have a
right.
17-year-old, but
You're right. Oh no, but Heather and I were talking the other day. It's when Sky came into our home at 8, 9, at 9, like she was. I love her, but she was a hot mess. Um, it's a good kid, like sweethearted, but definitely had a lot of anger and a lot of stuff to work through. And
as you would actually kind of
yeah, of course. I mean, coming from
predict.
what she was coming from, it's understandable, and honestly, it's surprising that she was ever able to stay positive going through all that.
But it helps
Um,
with the family though.
yeah, it does, and I think that's been a big factor in our relationship is that we had a relationship even before adopting her. She was my niece, so it's always been family. Uh, and
And I was there
but
for the court thing for that. Jimmy
yeah,
and I were.
yeah, yeah, I remember that. Thank you guys for being there, by the way.
And you then later adopted her younger brother, who's a year
Hmm.
younger. Is it a year and a
Yeah,
half?
Casey, he's so they're and I hope this isn't offensive, but they're Irish twins. That's the phrase that they use when they're born almost a year apart. So Sky's born March 12th of '06, and Casey's born March 1st of '07. So they're not even a year
Okay.
apart. Uh,
Wow.
but yeah, so we adopted Sky in June of 2015, and then Casey was January of 2016. So like 6 months later, it was crazy. Um, and that's a whole other story, man. Like we couldn't believe it when we adopted Sky. We went through the full process. Had family services come out and make sure our house was okay. Showed them all our finances and just full make workup to show them, hey, we're responsible enough to take care of this kid. And so when we were starting the process with Casey, we just assumed we were going to be going through all that again. Uh, and it was really cool the way it played out. And I guess I shouldn't say really cool. There were some messy times with it, but when everything fleshed out and we pulled off the adoption, um, the judge kind of looked over the case and asked, what was going on, and we told him, we said, we've adopted his sister 6 months ago, and here we are petitioning to adopt him, just ready to get the process started. And the judge kind of looked over everything and he said, so you just adopted his biological sister 6 months ago? And we're like, yeah, absolutely. And so he kind of took a look at everything, and after about 5 minutes, he kind of looked down at the um, one of the lawyers in the room, who I think is just kind of present. Um, and he said, "Hey, would you be willing to represent as guardian ad litem?" Which is basically just a third party representative who's willing to uh, attest that a student is cared for. So basically, they take the kid. I say student. Sorry, that's because I'm a youth pastor, but So they take the kid into a separate room, talk to him for a little bit, get to know him a little bit, and just kind of analyze their perspective, and make sure that the kid's taken care of, uh, and then ultimately represent them legally in the adoption. And so the lawyer goes in, sits down with Casey for about 15, 20 minutes. And then it's like, yeah, I'll represent him, not a problem. And so they started the process and finalized our adoption day. So we
That's
walked in
cool.
thinking we were going to have to start like this 6 month long process of going through our finances and our home life all over again. And that day, January 13th, I think, we walked out with adoption papers in hand. So it was cool. So,
Mm.
and now, they were, 8 and 9 at the time, and now they're 16 and 17. So this is crazy.
One of which has a job. Does does Sky have a job?
No, she does not. Although with her brother having a job now, I think she's starting to finally eyeball one. It's Casey's gonna be a different breed, dude. We went and picked him up from work, and of course, as parents, we're excited for him, excited to see him take this step. And we asked him, we said, "All right, Casey, you excited? Have you done the math?" Of course. Do you remember working your first job?
Yeah, but I don't count it as my first job. My first job was Subway. My first job,
Okay,
like on paper, would have been a paper route.
okay. So let's go with Subway. But do you remember working your days at Subway when you were done for the day and you counted
Mhm.
up your hours? What was the purpose of that? What were you?
To see how much
What
I was
math were you
walking
doing
away
in your
with,
head?
how much I'm taking
Exactly.
at home.
Every time, right? Honest to goodness, 2 days in a row, I asked my kid, "Hey, have you done the math?" He goes, "What math?" "Well, the math to see how much you made today." He goes, "No." I'm like, "Are you gonna?" And he goes, "No, I'll see it when I get the check." And I'm like, "What?"
What's
He's
he gonna buy?
legitimate, dude. He's legitimately just excited to be working. Yeah, we he called orientation fun. We picked him up from work and we were like, "Hey, how
That
was
is the
work?" And he
fun
goes,
part.
"It was fun."
You got paid to not do much.
You get paid to sit there and be talked to for 8 hours. That's boring.
Yeah,
I
it's
would rather
boring, but it's like
interact
the
with
best
people.
part of the job is like orientation because you don't
No, it
actually
is
have to work.
not. No, it is not.
But
Ugh.
if you look back at it, like you enjoyed the job for like maybe the first month. Then after that, it's like, oh. So
Parts
hopefully
of
he
it.
keeps that.
I think you will. I mean, yeah, after his first big rush there at the park, he's not going to enjoy that. But
So
yeah,
his
he's
first
working here.
weekend there,
No, so that's the thing. Nah, I'd
first
give it.
busy
I'd give it
weekend.
his first summer. Yeah, his first summer weekend.
Ugh.
That's when he'll be like, ugh.
I think
That's
Christmas
the
might be
other thing too.
worse. Oh,
When it's
and working
hot,
in
and you still got to
barbecue.
wear that costume. Yeah,
He has to wear a
but what kind of?
costume.
Oh
Oh
yeah, dude.
Lord.
They got to wear like jeans and a. Well, I don't know if like during the summer he won't have to wear the jacket during the summer, but he's got like a long sleeve shirt that he wears and an apron. So
No. But
he
he's
gets
probably
to
also
eat.
more excited because like he's been told, I'm sure him growing up the way he has, he's probably been told that he probably won't be able to do some stuff. And then this is like, dude, I'm doing it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Huh? Yeah, free barbecue. Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
the other thing too. This kid gets to eat the free barbecue. Guy came home telling me, "Yeah, I had brisket and mac and cheese and a roll." And I'm like, "How much did it cost you?" He's like, "Oh, I work there, so that I don't have to pay for food there." And I was like, "You mean you're gonna get to eat brisket and like mac and
That would be an
cheese every
awesome
day for
part-time
lunch?"
job.
No kidding. What a deal.
Um,
So
yeah, our job was not that exciting. Like that, his atmosphere is way different though. Like he sees hundreds of thousands of people like just in passing, not even working there, like coming in to eat there.
So fun connection for the two of us that are on here right now, Bobby and I. We had the same first job, and in fact, we worked together at that job for what, at least a year, right?
2 years.
I was going to say 2 years. I was thinking it was at least a year, year and a half. But 2 years we worked together at Subway. What was your take on Subway? Hit or miss? Did you enjoy it?
I didn't mind it. Like it wasn't like I would do that over manual labor again. Like,
Yeah.
okay, like there's a difference between that and a co-op, like a farmer's co-op. I don't know if
Ugh.
you've also done that too.
Yeah, I sure
I would
have.
much rather work at Subway than ever work at a farmer's co-op again,
I
if that makes
wholeheartedly
sense.
agree. Not that like the farmers are bad because it's not the farmers. It's
No,
the work. It's
it's
the
the
work
dirtiest job I've ever
and the
had, but
environment.
also
Oh
the
my god, it's
dangerous.
disgusting. Yeah,
But it's
it's
also
the
dangerous.
dangerous. Yeah, super. Well, yeah, because that stuff can go up in flames and
It's the most
ugh,
explosive
yeah.
fuel that's not actually flammable until in the air.
Mm.
That's what's wild.
I remember hearing some horror stories working over the summer, and it was just like, ugh, get me out of
Did
here.
I ever tell you my horror story?
No.
I had to do a bin inspection, right? So like
Okay.
we had to go travel to different bins and like just say, hey, what we saw. And this was just like a one of those soft like opening type things. So like us doing it didn't mean anything for that grain elevator operator. It was to prepare them for the actual big guys. And so I walked through, I went across the bin that we had, and it was full of corn, right? And I walked
Yeah.
across and I just noticed some stuff on the wall, and that's the note that I put that you had grain on your wall. I went down there and I told him, and he's like, well, there shouldn't be anything in that bin. It should be empty. And I was like, it's full. I walked across the top of it. And he's like, you shouldn't have. And below it was like probably 14 feet that I was walking across at the top of the bin that you could walk across, and at the bottom was like another 60 feet empty.
Are you serious? So it was like hardened.
Yeah.
You were
Yes,
basically living on this hardened
it
grain.
had a crest. It had a crest of like maybe 30 feet.
Oh
And I
my!
get down there and he's like, yeah, this bin's empty. And if you open the bottom of the bin, it's bone dry.
But up at the top is like a
At the top.
hardened crust
Yeah.
that you were
Yes.
walking on. Just like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, oh, hey, you got some
Yeah.
grain over here. You're gonna want to get that checked out."
Yeah.
What?
Not even
Yo,
joking. That was probably my heart's like stopped in my chest. I was like,
I
what?
bet, bro. If you don't believe in God after that, I don't know. That's a
That
walking
was
miracle right there.
Well, I didn't believe him at first. I was like, dude, you got to be mistaken. You've got
You're
to
like,
have that bin marked wrong on your board or something. Because I walked, I walked all the way across it.
dang,
So I was like, yeah, near miss, man.
near miss. No kidding.
I was like, yeah, never mind about that wall. Then just clean up that whole crest. You got to chop it down. Oh man, yeah, that was
Did we
probably my
finish
most
our opening
scariest
story?
work story.
Did we ever finish
Like,
our opening story?
I don't know.
Stuck out in the field?
Well, we got stuck. Well, that was when Heather came in upset because you didn't start the oven.
Oh yeah. So for those that were tuned in and were like, "Hey, what the heck? Why didn't you finish that story?" It's pretty nuts. Another friend came out to help us. What was his name? Corey?
Corey,
Yeah,
Corey
Corey.
Elrod.
Yeah, Corey. So Corey came out to help us, and we ended up having to get like 4 2x4s and a jack just to get the truck up out of the rut that it was in to get the tire off. Finally got the tire off, got it changed, got it back on, and it was by the time we had all this done, it was like what, 3
4 in the
hours,
morning.
3 or 4 hours
4 in the
later?
morning.
4 in the
Yeah.
morning, and honest to goodness, like within an hour, the sun's coming up. And we're just
Well,
like,
this is how I know that because the next
"Oh,
morning we had my buddy's mom's funeral to go to. And that's what we were trying to hurry. We're like, man, we will never make it.
we can't miss." Yeah, we were like, we can't miss this.
Yeah. So
Ugh.
all like all like long story short, we got it done, but like afterwards we had spent probably longer than what we were having fun with.
Oh yeah, definitely. We were out there for 30 minutes having fun, and then out there for
Lots
3
of
hours
fun.
fixing it.
Yeah. It was tons of fun. I mean, at the we were at our FFA farm, like where we hold our FFA animals and stuff like that. And this is in Oklahoma. This is back when I was a freshman. That's how I found out about this place. I brought Josh down for one time, and he met all of my friends that I had down there, and then
Yep.
later on, probably it was our senior year of high school is when his mom passed away,
Mm.
and then we had to find gas money. I got a phone call saying that his mom had passed away, so of course I was gonna hurry up and try to find out how I was gonna get there.
Yep.
So Josh had a Ford F-150. Like what year was it? 89,
No, it was a
91.
91 or 92. Had the dual tanks on it. It was a beast of an F-150.
It was that out of all your vehicles besides the SHO, I loved that truck, the color of it and everything.
Yeah, it was a good truck.
But we pawned off some of my movies, Josh's swords and knives, and we got gas to get down there. We had enough money to get down there and went to the funeral, came back, unpawned our stuff, and we were good to go.
Yep.
And we had stories to tell in between, but like that was one of the biggest stories. We also went out to the Axe House. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
creepy, dude.
Went to the Axe House.
Y'all got some creepy stuff out there.
Yeah, there's now it's huge. That town has gotten like probably the size of Salina.
Really? Diamond blown up?
They have a casino. They have a casino there now. Right?
Dang, Guyman, look at
It's
you.
bizarre.
Blown
And my
up.
grandmother has moved away from Guyman now, and she moved to the H town that's not too far away. Not Halstead, the other one. The Kingman, my bad, Kingman.
Oh, in Kansas?
She moved to Kingman. Yeah, she lives here in Kansas now.
Whoa, let's go.
After Grandpa passed, she just wanted to be closer to. I still haven't gone to see her since I moved her here, just because I've had a busy schedule. But
Well, Kingman's not that close either.
it's like 45 minutes.
Yeah, 45 minutes is not that close.
No, but I should still be able to go see her more than I was when she was living 4 hours away in Guyman.
Yes.
But that's for Easter and Christmas and Thanksgiving. So I'll get there. She just has people in the house that I would rather take in smaller increments than what I would have to if I went to visit her regularly.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Come moving to Hutch.
Yeah, well, she bought a huge house. It's like one of those. It's got like a sunroom. It's got like I think it's like 3 stories.
Yeah.
She got like a killer deal on it, and
What's she need all that house for?
well, she has my aunt Patty. She lives there with her. With I don't know if it's her. I don't know if it's her boyfriend, her friend, or whatever. He's living there doing all the maintenance to the house for free. So like that's their handyman that does all the maintenance. And then I know that she has my uncle Aaron. He had some health issues and moved back from Phoenix, Arizona. So my mom's brother. So I would say everybody in my family is now in Kansas. And today's actually my mom's birthday if she was still alive. So shout out to my mom. Happy birthday. So yeah, it's a little weird. Like I haven't seen my uncle in probably 20 years.
Man, that's crazy.
And I don't think you've ever met him. Uncle Aaron, my mom's brother.
I assume that's who Aaron's named after?
Yeah. My brother is named after Aaron. I am named after my grandfather, and my sister is named after my grandmother.
There you go.
So, hey, did you bring something to snack on?
Did I bring something to snack on? I didn't. I really didn't. Hey,
I got some cracked pepper. Huh? He's looking at the wife because she's probably supposed to cook because she wanted the oven on. Not because she's the wife, but because she's the oven on.
I'm just holding my.
Oh, is that what you're doing? You're holding your phone? You're not flipping me the bird? Hmm?
Oh. Did she flip you the bird or did she do the friends thing?
Oh, she didn't do that. She's got her pop socket on the back of her phone, and she's holding her fingers.
Well, hey, why don't we talk about Primal while she's playing with her pop socket?
Not getting me my snacks. Tragic. Let's talk about Primal. Ooh. What do you have? What flavor is that?
This is cracked pepper.
Cracked pepper. I just like devoured some of that for lunch.
It's a good little lunch
I made a little charcuterie board with some beef
of
jerky,
beef jerky.
and some cheese.
This jerky, I don't know what it is. It goes perfect with an apple beer, but I also have a Blue Moon sitting here, and that's what I'm snacking on.
That's genius. An apple beer with that?
hmm Apple
I need to
Bush.
try that. I absolutely need to try that. That sounds good.
A lot of people will throw shade at Bush Light, but it's
Can I
Bush
tell
Light apple.
you? Can I tell you how stinking pumped I am? I got to shout out Primal. I know we normally talk about how great the flavors are and stuff, but I got to talk about a different side of Primal.
All
And I
right.
don't even know if they're promoting this much, but I'm
Oh, you're
super pumped because I think I've talked about this on the show before, but we're selling Primal as a fundraiser for our
You're not. We're
youth
giving
group.
it
No, you're not. You are not.
There's 3 boxes up there.
I know there are 3 boxes. That's for our garage sale while we sell it.
There's about to be just like 3 boxes.
So yeah, so we're selling these. We're selling Primal as part of our fundraiser, and man, this stuff is so good. No joke. Before we even got the boxes in, I sold 10 bags.
You sold 10 bags before the boxes got there.
Before the boxes even came in, I sold 10 bags because somebody tried it. One of the same.
What flavor? What flavor?
Bro, sweet and spicy. It was sweet and spicy. He went nuts for it. He was like, "This is fantastic." He goes, "Y'all selling this?" And I said, "Yes, sir." I said, "The bags will be here." And in fact, they're here now. But at the time, I was like, "The bags will be here in a couple of days." And he said, "I'll take 10." And I was like, "All right, deal."
Set the timer. 8 minutes. Starting now. You want to name this timer?
Is that Alexa on the Chubby Buddies podcast?
Alexa is making a surprise visit on the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh man. But what were we going to say about Chubby Buddies or about Primal? How well they are to work with, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah, just ultimately. One, they've been insanely amazing to work with. Bo had the order out within, 24 hours, it felt like. I'm not guaranteeing that they have 24 hours shipping. I'm just saying, when you order, they ship it. It just gets
Right.
done. I had a
And I don't know if you know this. Bo just celebrated his 10th year of getting baptized, I do believe.
No, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
I think he posted that on Facebook. If he, I do not want to overstep my boundary, but I do believe he shared that on Facebook. And I don't know if it's 10 years or not, but I think he's like really into working with churches, schools, and all that
Cool.
stuff. So
Well, let me tell you, their fundraising that they offer out, it's a solid deal. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell the specifics on it, so I won't. But just say it was a solid deal for us, and we make a pretty decent profit. And honest to goodness, the jerky sells itself. Have like a sample bag of each flavor, and boom, you don't have to just be like, "Hey, try this. It's $12 a bag," and then boom, gone, just like that. So it's cool.
but also for the ones listening that won't be able to attend the garage sale, if you go to www.feedonprimal.com and use code Chubby at checkout, it'll save you 50% off your order. Plus, if you order $50 more, it's free shipping. So you're essentially getting a free bag just by spending $50. Plus, you'll get 50% off.
So
Now, my math's not
ultimately,
exact, so
yeah, it's not solid, but it's basically that. And we've pitched this for a while now. We think the best solid advice we can give is get you one of each flavor. Try them all.
yeah.
You get those 6 bags. That covers your shipping. Use that Chubby discount, CHUBBY. That gets you 15% off your order, and boom, try them. Oh, fall in love. Make your own.
And here's a quick outline. Bacon jalapeno is their number one seller, I do believe. And if I'm incorrect, Bo can correct me.
He should.
But my
correct us.
favorite
If you're on,
was
if you're
cracked
listening,
pepper.
Bo, correct us.
Yes, but my favorite is cracked pepper and sweet and spicy. But cracked pepper is their newest flavor, and I believe it's their top 2 or 3. Hot is not that hot, so do not let the word scare you.
Mm-mm.
Original, you're going to get exactly what it says. It is original, it is flavorful, and it's not too salty, not too sweet. It is like it's literally the perfection of
It's
both
meaty.
flavors.
It's meaty.
Very
it
meaty, and
tastes
it's real
great.
meat.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not. It's flavorful without being. And spicy isn't the word I'd want to use, but hot and sweet and spicy both
Zesty.
carry. Yeah, they both carry a little bit of what I would say afterburn that I think is fantastic.
But I think it's from
and
the
so-
flavoring, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then cracked pepper obviously has that peppery taste, but original
yeah.
just has such a rich, meaty flavor. Good seasoning, but it is truly just like if you want basic, good quality jerky, original's where it's at. And then everything off of that is just And then seriously, for me, teriyaki is climbing the ranks. Like there's something about that sweetness. I don't know.
But the teriyaki, what I noticed about that is that too also has an afterburn to it. It's got a bite to it after you've eaten it. It's not too. This teriyaki is not what you think of when you think of teriyaki beef jerky. This teriyaki is its own.
Yeah.
It's in its own like genre of beef jerky.
Most teriyakis that I have are a little too heavy on the soy flavor. This isn't like that at all.
This is if you took the original, added a little bit of sweetness to it, and then also a bite at the end.
Yeah.
But it's like
a little bit
perfect.
that tangy.
Yeah.
Good. Real good.
I would never say not to get any flavor because there's not a flavor that I don't like, but there are flavors I don't like from other jerky companies. If that makes any sense to you.
Absolutely. And that's a weird thing to say. Like to really look at their list and say there isn't a jerky on there that you wouldn't eat. Like if that bag of jerky were sitting on the counter,
I'm
you
snacking
wouldn't,
on
like
it.
turn to look at it to see what flavor it is. You're like, boom, open it, give me a piece, that's mine. So
100% agree. But also, if you were listening, head on over to www.phenomprimal.com and use code Chubby at checkout. That's CHUBBY. Save you 15%. And for the viewers, here's just a little, I guess, outline of what our favorites are. Screenshot it, go back and rewind it, and then just go off of that. If you like beef jerky in general, I think you're going to like pretty much any flavor on here. I haven't heard anybody say they dislike a flavor.
and you'll be blown away with the way the quality of the meat is.
100%. And if you get to ever know Bo, one of the nicest people you ever meet.
Yeah, you can. I mean, throwing customer support in there too, man. If we could,
I'm saying like
him 5 stars, we would. We should give him 5 stars.
But like, have you ever had a chance to actually talk to Bo, like hanging out? You've just messaged him or talked to him on the phone?
And in fact, in our text, I told him just the other day. I said, "Man, I can't wait to actually hang out in person sometime."
Right, and I met him
everything we've done has just been over text or phone. We haven't had any.
The first time I ever met Bo, we were at the Eagles Patriots Super Bowl at Buffalo Wild Wings with Jordan. First time I ever met Bo. He's one of the most down to earth guys I've ever actually had an interaction with.
Well, I mean, I've seen Jordan and Bo's posts all the time. It's just for whatever reason. I mean, I know what the reason is. I live over here in Missouri, so there just hasn't been an opportunity. And with the way our situation is, we don't come back to Hutch that often. So that's just kind of the nature of it.
One of these days, I'm sure that we will all get to hang out with Bo again, and he will hopefully be a guest on here pretty soon. And today, he actually had a player for us to give to Jordan, but we'll have to save that for next time.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope
he gave us a player to.
Here. That would be great.
He gave us a player to try to stump Jordan, and what we would normally have is the machine versus the Benchwarmers. But this week we will not have that. We're just winging this. We're just having fun.
To have some fun.
So let's just give our short I guess, outline of sports.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that trade that the Chiefs just made?
I was just getting ready to bring it up, man. I'm super excited about it.
Which part, though?
Wait, hang on. Trade that we made?
Yeah, well, they're not trade. They picked up one guy out of free agency, and then they sent a guy to the Washington Redskins.
So we didn't send him. He was signed. To
Yeah,
the
but he was a free
Commanders.
agent though, right? He was a free
Well,
agent.
he was a restricted free agent or whatever. I
Oh,
think.
okay.
But Andrew Wiley, our right tackle, was signed to the Commanders for 3 years. We turn around and signed Jawan Taylor from the Jaguars. And there's probably a good chance that means we're going to let Orlando Brown Jr. walk.
Yeah.
And then probably try to draft somebody would be my guess for the other tackle position. I don't know.
Speaking of draft, how about that Panthers shakeup right there?
Oh my goodness, what a wild move. I got a guy, Scott, that I work with, who's a big Bears fan. Shout out, Scott. Seriously, like we were laughing about what a steal of a deal the Bears got in that trade. DJ Moore, first and second rounds this year, first and second rounds next year, and they're only moving down 8 spots.
Right. So
didn't
they can
need-
still get
didn't
what
need
they
a
want.
quarterback. Yeah, they can absolutely get what they want. They're decked for next year, and on top of all that, they got DJ Moore out of the deal.
Yeah. They're only one that people are like really like, I guess not necessarily throwing shade, but they're the only ones that the only player on the Bears team that they doubt is Fields, if he can be consistent. And that's it. Jordan's the only one that I've ever heard say, I'm rooting for Fields. But I also don't know many Bears fans.
Well, my buddy Scott's a big Fields fan. He believes in him. Certainly not the Trubisky chick. I asked him about that. I said, "So you didn't like Trubisky?" And he goes, "You kidding?" So, no.
Well,
Fields is their
they
guy.
also sent their quarterback to the San Francisco 49ers. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Sam Darnold?
Let's talk about some other moves. Did you see who Vegas signed?
Was that the Niners quarterback?
Yeah, Jimmy.
Is that where he
Garoppolo.
went?
Jimmy G went to the went to the Raiders.
I didn't
cannot
click on the
wait
link.
to whoop up on
but-
Jimmy G for 2 games a season.
Yeah, but that Raiders team is. I mean, they fell off. That ever since they got rid of Gruden, they've fallen off. But you can't deny their wide receiver getting in trouble. Like really, I mean, really put a bad spotlight on them. Plus, where's Adams going to end up? That's the other question.
This is the Raiders organization.
Yeah, they're known for blowing everything.
They self-destruct a lot.
Yeah, the best thing they ever did was probably Rich Gannon.
Yeah, and I'm still ticked about the Rich Gannon deal. He was our guy.
The Chiefs,
Elvis
because the
Gerbach
Chiefs,
win.
the Chiefs loved Elvis Gerbach. But here's a fun fact. I don't know if you know this or not, right? Do you know the only Chief to ever throw for 500 yards in a game is Elvis Gerbach?
I think I knew that.
That's crazy. And I think it was against the Raiders.
He had flashes of talent. He just couldn't stay consistent. That was the problem.
Yeah. My dad hated him.
Quarterback, you need somebody consistent. Oh, I remember booing the name. It's why I couldn't become a fan of Elvis the artist, because all I had was this negative association with the name Elvis.
I think this was one of the players that they stumped Jordan on.
Probably. Ugh.
Well, the big
What a
question is
terrible
what are the
player.
Cowboys going to do for me?
What are you guys?
Well, not
doing?
for me. Well, we didn't really lose any big names. The biggest name that they're really throwing out there is that we're going to lose our tight end.
Mhm.
But I don't think he's big enough to actually say he was a necessity on the team. But they're also trying to say that we're going to pick up another wide receiver, Odell Beckham. I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's wanting too much money because we freed up. We've revamped. I guess now 3 people's contracts. We've revamped Dax. We've revamped Michael Gallup's contract. So I think we've opened up $7 million in cap space. So I think we're hoping for the best on our draft pick. And I really hope we pick up a tight end and fingers are crossed that the guy from Georgia, their tight end, the guy that is his last name Washington.
Sounds right. I don't watch a lot of college ball. That's the problem.
Well, he's just huge. Ran like
I've heard about him.
the fastest four. Oh my gosh.
I've heard about him. This is the guy that everybody's like, can't wait to play him in Madden next year.
NCAA's coming out in 2024. Did you see that?
Yeah, I might pick that up. That may actually get me into college football again if I start playing that. Because then I'll have
But it's only
players.
they're only going to show teams that have, I guess, signed this waiver to allow their team to be listed as on the NCAA game. But I don't know how this is going to work. I think you can bring money for both parties, team and player, or universities and player. But that's just a personal opinion. But
Whatever the case is, it'll be cool to have college ball on the video games again.
yeah, I actually enjoyed playing the Heisman watch, like to try to get your player to get drafted in the next year's draft in Madden.
Oh yeah.
That was always fun. But who knows? We'll see what happens. But the draft is a little weird. Like that can mess up a lot of things, especially if a player doesn't go to where you assume he's going to go, and then it moves another player down or another player up.
Oh yeah. The draft gets so fun and weird.
And hopefully we get to
Wait for the
experience it.
draft. Yes.
Hopefully we get to experience.
This is
Well, no, I'm
happening
saying like
weird.
hopefully Jordan and Daniel can work out their stuff.
They're going to be there. We're going to be there. This is happening. And we may even do a live recording. Let us know if you want us to do a live recording.
Don't
talked
let us
about
know.
that?
We're going to have to do one. We're just going to have to do a YouTube live. I mean, I've already got it set up to
Okay.
stream it through
All right,
StreamYard.
cool.
I just
guess
need
we're doing it live.
we'll
Be
probably have to
ready.
use a laptop. So hopefully you have a laptop.
I've got
I'm going to bring
mine.
all my
I've got
gear
mine.
down with me. Set it up in the room. I got lights. I
You
got
want me to bring
cameras.
my
I
mic?
got. Well, go ahead. Yeah, we can always have the more mics, the merrier. I'm going to bring my my mixer and all that stuff. I'm hoping to have a full setup for at least if we're there for 4 days, at least have a couple live streams.
Absolutely.
Do a lot of a
Now-
bunch of TikToks for Primal.
Now I got a question.
What's
How's
that?
my video?
It's cutting in and out, but it's not like the worst. You're not frozen for too terribly long. Like right now, you kind of freeze and then you go back in. But I think it has something to do
Could
with.
just be staying put.
No, it's actually freezing because when you were talking, it was glitching. But it's not for the long period of time that you were having
That's
earlier. So it's really not
Well,
that
that's
bad. So hopefully your upload speed is going to be better for me to download your free video that you normally have.
I think it will be.
But since it's just the two of us, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because we're making it happen.
Yes, we are. Speaking of which,
So-
let's talk more sports.
Right. Before we get into any more sports, let's talk about a little side sports. A Chubby Buddy sponsor by the name of XWE.
Yeah, that's a sport though, man. That's
Yeah.
wrestling.
Well, to us, yes, but some people call it I don't know.
Those people aren't
Theater.
welcome to listen.
Some people
those
call it
people are
theater.
not welcome to listen to the Chubby Buddies podcast.
Anybody's
If-
welcome. I'm always open to clicks.
Okay, but for real, even people who say wrestling is not a sport,
Well, it's a personal opinion, not a fact.
I don't think so.
What about people
What
that
can-
don't like
Oh, thank
but
you.
that don't like meat? What about people that don't like meat?
They're
Were you just gonna
vegans?
kick them out? Yeah.
I mean, I didn't say you had to not like meat, but like to say
Turkey jerky is
wrestling's-
crap.
I mean, I agree with you on that.
Turkey
but
bacon is crap.
to
but I'm
say
not gonna
wrestling
steer you away.
isn't a sport. I mean, that's just arguing with truth.
Yes.
He's eating a pepperoni. While he's eating that pepperoni, let's talk about XWE.
A sport. Speaking
this
of
has been-
athletes,
And this has been given to Joshua because not only is he even more educated on the whole XWE brand, he knows most of the
That's
wrestlers.
cute.
So
that's cute. I don't. But I am
You know more.
educated
You know more
because
than I do.
I know a little bit more just because I've been around him and because my brother happens to run the company.
But
But
other than this,
other than that, hey, let's see, what's the next coming show?
the next coming
Ooh,
show is The Awakening.
Awakening. Okay, hang on. Awakening, y'all. This is, hang on, back up one more. Let me make
Go
sure.
back to the show list.
Yeah, show me the show list. Yeah, I'm right. Okay, so Awakening. This is the event, guys. Like this is the annual event. This is honest to goodness, this is XWE's WrestleMania. Okay,
This is actually their anniversary show.
huge event. Yeah, this is their anniversary show. This is the big event every year. And let me tell you, this year's lineup stinking amazing. Okay, that title fight is going to be fantastic. So it's April 8th, so you got plenty of time to get signed up. You got almost not quite a month away. But it's the same as usual, y'all. VIP tickets, 5 p.m. entry, $30 a ticket. That's gonna get you in, get you to the lines first. It's gonna, I believe, get you connected to a wrestler. You got Fast Pass, that's $15, so that just gets you in. So you can go get your seat, get food, all that stuff. And then of course, if you're just showing up for the show, General Gate's gonna open at 5:30. And that's $10 to get in there. And then, of course, always want to promo all service members. It's not just military; that's also first responders. So that's police, firefighters, EMTs, stuff like that. All of you guys get in half price, $5. Bell rings at 6, and let me tell you, it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a show. It's fantastic. Go back, show me the title card again. Yeah, that because it's Calvin Aldridge. Yeah, Calvin Aldridge versus Kuda for that title. And let me tell you, you have heard me say, how many times have you heard me say Kuda's the champ?
Every episode since XWE became a sponsor.
You're right. Okay. But let me tell you, if anybody could take this title from Kuda, it could be Calvin Aldridge.
Oh, we heard it first here.
Okay. Let me tell you. Okay. He is a showman. Okay. And Kuda, don't get me wrong, Kuda's a fighter. Okay. Kuda will put up a fight. But Calvin, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it because we say it on here. He's got a sneaky good defense. No,
I don't know who Calvin Aldridge is, but I have seen Kuda wrestle. That was back when him and Blade were tag team partners.
Yeah. I'm rooting Kuda. Hear me when I say this. Don't put any bad mojo on me. I'm rooting for you. But I think Calvin could take the title. It's a possibility. Just saying.
But another title match that we aren't mentioning, that I sent you a copy of it just in case you got it in between this, but it is the Heartland title match. Paradox versus Helms versus Remington Roar. Do you know anything about Remington Roar? Is the Icelander name, right?
What's that?
What were you saying?
Yeah, so Remington Roar, I believe, is the current champion. At least he had it last show I was at. Aaron Helms might be the funniest heel in XWE. He is, well, man, that's tough. Aaron Helms is funny, dude. He will.
I have met Aaron Helms.
You've met Helms?
He came over to my house for a poker night.
Fan favorite, great heel. I say fan favorite, as in fans love to hate him. He's just that mouthy and that great at what he does. Remington Roar, like I said, that dude's an animal. The way he wrestles, the way he puts on a match is just, you feel like it's violent.
Is that the guy in the middle?
Like, yeah, that's the dude in the middle. And then Paradox, dude. Paradox is cool. He's he is, to me, he is the perpetual underdog type, like Shawn Michaels was, the Heartbreak Kid. How every match he's in, it just always seems to be, you're like, is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it? And he pulls out something. So I really wouldn't be surprised with all of this heat right here. Let me make this prediction right now. With all of this heat right here, Paradox steals the win here and takes the title. I don't know how he does it. But he's gonna pull something off, and Paradox is gonna take this. I don't know. Ugh.
Well, Aaron
That's
Helms
my
has a
guess. That's my
challenge
guess.
out there on their Facebook. If you head on over their Facebook, you'll get more information. But he has a challenge out that he will wrestle anybody anywhere. So if he's at work, if he's at the grocery store, if he's out shopping for his mom, he will go out and he will wrestle anytime, anywhere.
I want to call him on that so bad. I'm gonna go find him in the grocery store and just pile drive him onto a set of mangoes.
Now, let's not get ahead of yourself. You're still rehabbing that, rehabbing that
Those
kidney stone
stones?
incident.
You're right. Maybe I'll throw out a bag.
So I figured I'd try to save
Consider it a
you.
warning, Helms. Consider it a warning.
But that is XWE, ladies and gentlemen. They are a sponsor of the Chubby Buddies podcast, and they are going to be coming at you live from Salina, Kansas, April 8th at the Salina Fieldhouse. That's April 8th. And I highly suggest going to their Facebook page and supporting them by following them. You're going to get way more information than what you hear here. We are just giving you a brief outline of what we know.
Just
and
a teaser.
Yeah. But that's XWE. And I wasn't saying that anybody who says that this isn't a sport, because not only is it a sport, it is also it's a lot like, it's a little bit of everything. It's kind of like the Olympics. Wrestling is like the Olympics. It has a little bit of everything. You need to learn how to talk. You need to learn how to move. You need to learn how to go with the flow. It's acting. It's everything.
It's everything. It's everything. You're right when you say it's theater, but it is also sport. It's a combination of all of it. That's what makes it so cool. You know, is it staged or is it organized and planned? To an extent, yes. Is there real physical action happening and is there real danger present? Every single wrestler will tell you yes.
Coming from you, from a guy who has tried it, not all of it is ever fake, because I've taken bumps, I've taken slaps. Fake is not a word to use.
Fake is never the word. Fake is
organized is the word. Organized is
the way I would put it. It is an organized sport, in the sense that there is, and
they have a game plan. They have a game plan.
Yeah, there's a game plan going into it, but it is still very, very give and take, very dynamic, and I would say it's a lot more akin. Don't hate me, wrestlers. It's a lot more akin to like dancing.
Synchronized swimming is what I always
synchronized swimming is another example.
If you're not on the same page, somebody could get hurt. Somebody could do something wrong and really throw off the entire show.
The difference in the reason I wouldn't say organized swimming is that those are practiced motions all the time. Whereas I'm almost thinking of more like a free-form dance, because most wrestlers, anybody that gets in the world of wrestling knows that wrestlers don't plan out their matches. They're in there wrestling. They're putting on sport. They're engaging with each other and throwing blows and throwing counters and things like that. And it's the story that's prepared. It's the story that moves all the action on. But the excitement, the real beauty of wrestling has always been around the performance,
freestyle
of the wrestling. Yeah. That freestyle performance, it's beautiful.
But shout out to XWE. So back to sports. First off, what pizza are you eating?
I'm eating the Walmart, the same stuffed crust pepperoni and stuffed crust buffalo chicken. And it's good.
I I really enjoy the Sam's Choice. It's like I think it's got like 4 different types of pepperoni on it. It's got the
Mm.
mini cube pepperoni, the round pepperoni, and then the like triangle pepperoni. It's got several types of pepperoni, but it is delicious.
That might was it? Is it stuffed crust?
No, it's thin. I like thin crust.
Oh,
I like a crispy pizza.
I like
One
cheese.
with a good egg. All right, so if you're on
Mm.
one bite, everyone knows the rules. What rank are you giving that pizza?
This pizza?
That pizza. What one bite rule are you? What one bite
Five
score are you
point
giving it?
three.
5.3.
Yeah.
Have you tried the one bite frozen pizza?
Mm.
They have their own pizza
Is it
out
any
there. I
good?
don't know if I've tried it. Jamie really likes the sauce. If I was going to give it a one bite, 3.2. I wasn't a fan. I would choose Totino's over one bite, but that's just me.
I have so much trouble with Dave Portnoy. Like I want
Like
to
as a
like him.
person, like
Yeah,
as a person.
yeah. As a personality. I don't even know if it's as a person because I can't say it's as a person because I don't know him as a person. But as a
But
personality,
as he presumes to be like on camera.
as he presents himself on camera, I have such a hard time. I want to like him, but I just can't. Like he's unlikable. To
I like him as a personality on YouTube. He is a perfect personality on YouTube. Business owner, I couldn't tell you whether he was good or bad.
and
But
again,
when
like I
he
said,
came
I
on,
can't say person because I don't know the guy.
right.
But
But as somebody who brings content to YouTube, I highly enjoy his content, especially the one bite reviews. Makes
and
me
see
want pizza every time I watch it.
that's the point that I kind of want to make is that like personality is what drives me nuts. But then like there are things that I want to like about him, such as when he does the pizza reviews. I'm always tuning into that stuff because I'm curious, and he usually has pretty good insight into pizza. He has his own biases about what he likes, but in that side of it, I like it. But then when he's like a jerk to him at times, then I'm like, okay, God, this is the reason why I can't stand this guy.
Now, I will say
So,
this: I've never seen him to
but
be a jerk
where's
like
he?
on purpose.
Is he from
He's
the
from
north?
Boston.
Is he? Okay, never mind. I'm
He's
sorry,
from
Dave
Boston,
Portnoy.
so he's
I'm
got the
from the
exact.
Midwest, and so I was raised different than you. That's my only problem. Never mind. I take
He's
it
from
back.
Boston, so you expect
I
that
forgot he was
attitude
from
from a Boston.
Boston. Yeah, I forgot he was from
It's all
Boston.
right. But I will give him this. From what I've seen, Barstool Sports, what it used to be to what it is now, it is obviously he's doing something right.
Well, I
One,
can't
he's putting
deny
out good content.
it's funny and it's engaging. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't know any of these guys, 3 years ago. All of a sudden, I know the name Big Cat. I know the name Dave Portnoy. I know what Barstool Sports is. And really, I don't think I knew who they were until that whole Saturday is for the boys thing started going
Mm.
around. That was really when they first caught my attention.
I mean, they've got so many different channels on YouTube that it's
Oh
not
yeah.
even. You got KFC Radio, I think Bussin' with the Boys. Right now, I think that they have their own agency for sports professional athletes. They have their own
Well,
Barstool
shoot,
Sports athletes.
Big Cat and Dave are like they're always interviewing Aaron Rodriguez Aaron Rodgers and stuff like that. So like these guys clearly have it.
They founded Pat McAfee. Did you know that?
Yeah. No, I didn't know that. I didn't
Pat
know
McAfee started off as a Barstool Sports show.
I did not know that.
Yeah. They
I
know.
knew Pat
I
got
will give him
into
also
it.
that. They know talent. Oh, Dave Portnoy knows talent. I would give him that. Now, his fighting, like, I don't know fighting 100%, but I would say that I would agree with Joe Rogan way faster than I would ever agree with Dave Portnoy when it comes to contact sports like fighting, UFC, boxing, any day of the week. But Dave Portnoy, one, knows talent, knows how to promote a company without really caring about what happens if he puts a bad light on it. And that's one thing I would give him. He doesn't care. He knows what he's worth. So
Yeah.
I give him that. But back to sports. Not only is the draft coming up, but also this week starts March Madness. Now, I
Mhm.
have really, it's been so busy, not only with my new job or my new position at my job, but it's also been pretty hectic, like I'm trying to get more episodes out with the Recess Ruckus. So this week
Yeah.
marks my first episode since January. So
Which,
I
if you're
do
not sure what
apologize
that
for that.
is, let's re-up that. Give a promo for that, Bobby. Make sure they know
Oh,
what
it's
Recess
it's
Ruckus is.
literally just it's pretty much just like this, only it's not segmented. It's just a conversation one on one. It could be one on two or whatever, however many people want to join. But I just sit down and I highlight people who I feel are interesting. Now, I don't know if you've gotten out to see the last episode I did with a knife maker that I used to work with in Wichita.
No, I've not gotten to watch that one yet, but
I
that's on the
recommend
list.
watching it just to get an idea of what he is about. He's just an artistic person. I find him interesting. I think he's talented, and those are the types of people I want to highlight. Josh was actually episode 1, so he was the first guest on the Recess Ruckus. Jordan
Call me what you
was
want.
guest number 2. Now I put those two on there. Not only do I respect them, but they're my best friends. So
No.
that's what I kind of wanted to warm the water a little bit with it being people that I really know, and then that way I could kind of go down the line. But this next week's episode that I'm actually recording tomorrow, and should be out either Friday or Saturday, is a content creator on YouTube by the name of Dancy Bearded, and he's a beard
Yeah,
content creator,
no,
and
yeah.
he's got 70,000 followers, and he's
You
a
told me
full-time
about this
content
guy.
creator. Yeah,
And you're
so I've
bringing
got
him
him
on the
coming on
podcast?
tomorrow. Yeah,
What? Way to go, Bobby.
so
Well, jump on that and watch that. Is that the guy that you've gotten some of your beard samples, your beard oil samples from?
no, he's not
No.
a beard company creator or nothing. All
Oh,
he does
gotcha.
is he's big into the what he recommends for his beard. So like what he finds to be useful tips and tricks. He'll do reviews every once in a while on companies, but he gets paid to do them. He's one of the largest. I'd say
Nice.
he's in the top 3 for beard or men's health product reviewing. So I look
Pretty
forward to
cool.
that a lot. He used to be a full-time history teacher in Michigan, and now he's a full-time content creator. So I look forward to that. And what's weird is that he was an athlete at Michigan. He played water polo for the Michigan Wolverines in college, and he has a master's
Man.
in several different. I think he has 2 masters. He was working on his 3rd. I'm not sure if he still is or not, but I do know that he has a master's in history and then economics. I think I'm not 100% sure on that, but I mean, he's got life stories and a lot of life experiences that I'm pretty excited to highlight on the show.
That's insane. That's cool. That'll be
But
fun.
March Madness, who do you have?
Yeah.
Have you filled out a bracket? I have not filled out a bracket.
I have. That's what I was looking up on my phone right now because I knew that's where we were headed with the combo, so I was trying to pull it up. I filled out a bracket just the other day for the first and here's
So
the thing, I don't
yesterday?
usually fill out a bracket. Yeah.
Yesterday was when it got announced public.
Oh, then yeah, yesterday I filled it out.
Yeah.
So I've got, and I'm kind of boring. I've got
You put
Alabama.
KU.
Oh, of course. I've got Alabama, Duke, Xavier, and KU go into the semifinals, and I've got KU winning it all, baby, 2 years in a row. Let's go. Rock
I
shot,
mean,
baby, rock.
did you see that
hot.
their head coach got hospitalized
It was
week
a
ago?
routine procedure.
But he got
He's
hospitalized.
all good. He was going into the hospital for a routine procedure and needed to stay.
Oh, okay. I just wasn't sure exactly what it was. I didn't follow up on that. But I'm actually rooting for Purdue. I'm rooting for that underdog story. That player that they have is like something Zach Edey, I do believe. He's like 7'1", huge, and he's a freshman. He should bring up a lot of points, like not only in the tournament, but hopefully at least to the Final Four. I'm not sure where they're at in the bracket, but I think it'll be exciting to watch.
Let's see, where did I have them going out at? What's funny is, like I said, I don't even watch basketball enough to even be accurate at any of those.
So is KU a 2 seed this year?
No, they're still one of the number 1 seeds.
Really? I thought they were I thought they were only ranked number 6 overall.
See here.
Yeah, while we're looking this up, I kind of want to see just for. I haven't even looked at the bracket. NCAA March Madness.
Purdue.
And what's crazy
Okay.
about these brackets that it's anybody's game no matter what. That's the
I've got Purdue going. Yeah, I had Purdue going all the way to the Sweet 16, and then I had them losing to Duke.
in the Sweet 16.
Yep, in the Sweet
Okay.
16. And then I have Duke losing to K-State in the quarterfinals.
The K State's sneaky good this year. Like they beat
Dude,
KU in
they
one
are
game.
sneaky good.
Texas,
I got
of
them
course,
going
took
all
the
the
Big
way
12
to-
this year.
Where do I have them going all the way to?
Didn't Texas win the Big 12 tournament this year?
Uh,
I think they
no.
did.
Did they? Did they?
I think so. Yeah, that was just this past weekend.
Yeah, that was. Was it Texas? Yeah. Yeah, it was.
I think it was. I didn't watch it. I'm just going off
I
of
didn't
what
watch
I've
it either.
kind of guided through or kind of went over. But March Madness, I usually go all out on the bracket. Like I fill out one bracket and I put it in for everything. But this year I was just had other things going. I don't think it'd be good for me to put it in a bracket. I usually do a $20 pool. And then I also get on the Facebook, the Commands Corner Facebook page of the guy that I'm having on, and I promote a bracket this year,
Yep.
but I think it'll be too much for me to really keep up on. So I'm going to try to wait till next season to probably do that again. I usually host whoever he is spotlighting on his Facebook channel or on his Facebook page that he has. I usually put a bracket out, and whoever wins that bracket wins a combo, beard oil, beard butter combo. And I've been doing that for the past 3 years, I think. But
That's awesome.
I need to slow things down to kind of catch back up. But since we don't have the Machine versus the Benchwarmers, did you want to do a movie?
Let's do a movie. Do you have a movie?
I do not. That's why I wasn't sure if you wanted me to too, or did you just want to have fun with the game the rest of this way out? We won't even do a draft this week. We can just play a game.
Yeah, let's do our game. Let's do a game.
And I think this
Okay.
game will only get better with Jordan on here.
Oh,
I don't know
agree.
why,
I
but this
absolutely
game
agree.
is going to be a significant fan favorite, I think. And I don't
Tell
know if
them
you're
about it.
familiar with it. It is called Same, but I don't know if it's same but different.
Yeah, same, but different.
And what it is I read from one color deck of cards, which is blue, and then the other deck of cards, which is red, is more of the, I guess, risque type is the red cards. The blue ones are safe cards, is what they're called. So you have safe cards, which are blue, danger cards, which are red. So, like, I will read the blue card first, and then also then read the red card, and then Josh will have to hit me with his quickest answer. And then I will also give you my
goodness.
answer.
I'm gonna get myself
So
in trouble.
just to speed things up, just to kind of give you a guess, I will read this blue one, and then I will immediately read the red one, and then Josh will just give me something. So something you can say as a sports commentator and during your prostate exam.
He's at the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown! That's all I
So
can think
it's something
so
you can say as
sorry.
a sports commentator and during your prostate exam. I hope he brought his gloves for this one.
of. He brought his gloves for this one.
That's all I got.
That's good.
The prostate exam kind of threw me off because I haven't had one yet. So So the next one. Something you can say while taking a family photo and to the guy next to you at the urinal.
Squeeze in tight and pretend like you love each other.
I like that one. Something you can say while taking a family photo and to the guy next to you at the urinal. I hope you're not getting paid for this. I think this would also be better if you guys had your own decks, and then that way I could draw a blue card and you could draw a red card.
That would be great. We need to get this game. This looks funny.
Yeah, I just took a few off the top and took a few blue ones and a few red ones, so I'm not
Bring me
running off the
another one.
actual full deck. Something you can say while struggling to put a fitted sheet on your bed, and and after shitting your pants. Oh my god!
I swore after the last time I went through this, I wasn't going to go through this again. I swore I was going to fix it.
I don't know how that worked out that well. But something you can say while struggling to put a fitted sheet on your bed and after shitting your pants would be, can I get some help with this?
No, Bobby, you cannot get help with your pants.
Hey,
I'm not helping you change your pants.
hey, I had a girl, a cheerleader, to be 100% honest. She helped me pull my pants up at a wrestling tournament when I pinched my sciatic nerve during a wrestling tournament. None of the guys would help me. Like, they thought that was weird, but they could shower naked together. But the girl saw me struggling and she walked over and helped me pull my pants up over my singlet because I literally couldn't bend over to touch my knees. That's how bad, how much in pain I was.
Mm.
Would you have helped me?
Absolutely. I'd have touched your bare butt. I don't mind.
No, it wasn't a bare butt. I was fully clothed. No cheerleader saw me naked. She just pulled my shorts up over she let me put my foot into my shorts and she
tight spandex.
yes.
Skin-
And she glided my shorts up my body. She pretty much dressed me.
Yeah. But that was your bare butt. It just
But,
had
hey,
spandex on it.
I gave her a high five. She took one for a team. And she wasn't even on our team. She wasn't even our cheerleader. She was like from Derby
Grateful
or
that she
something.
was just helping you out.
Yeah. So you ready for the next one?
Yeah, hit me with it.
All right. Something you could say while decorating a Christmas tree and while giving birth. Oh my god.
Gosh. Oh my goodness.
I got one. Something you could say while decorating a Christmas tree and while giving birth. I don't think we'll get it to look the same next year.
Man, all I can think is, I told you I didn't want to help you with this in the first place.
Right. I hate putting up Christmas trees. Now, I've never had to sit in on birth, so
it just feels so terrible if you said that at birth. I told you I didn't want to help you with this in the first place.
I mean, if I was being honest, I could probably get by with saying, "I told you this was going to make me sick."
Oh.
Something you could say at Willy Wonka's. What's that?
This is not my idea of a fun Saturday.
Oh man! I thought you said we were going to do this later next year.
Can we get this done a little sooner next year?
Yeah. Hey, I helped you put it up, but you're taking it down. See, both your wife and my wife both love Christmas trees.
Oh
I absolutely despise Christmas trees being put up anytime before December 1st. It makes me sick.
When we first got married, I was adamant that we weren't putting up Christmas decorations until after Thanksgiving.
It should be Thanksgiving. They should be the cutoff.
And then she talked me down to my birthday, the 19th. And now it's the day.
It's after Halloween. That's sick. That's sick.
Bro.
It's gross.
I'm worried because by the time I'm 60, we're going to be putting that tree up in September.
July. It's going to
Bro,
legitimately be
July's
Christmas in July.
when it's in July, I will be in the grave. Okay,
You hope.
that's my game plan. That is
You
my
hope.
not hope. That's my game plan. When she's putting that tree up in July, I'll be like, "Adios. I'm going to my retirement house,
Your
6 feet under."
never-ending retirement.
Yep.
All right, here's another one. Something you can say at Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, and when you hand the bouncer your fake ID. How was this? I told you I was 18 or older.
So all I can think is, hang on, read it to me again.
Name something you can say at Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, and when you hand the bouncer your fake ID.
See, I told you, 4'2". I'm not an dang it. I told
You
you
messed it up.
I did. Dang it. See,
The
I told you,
snozberries taste like
4'2".
snozberries.
It's a real thing. Oh, yeah, snozberries. You got me
But I'm an Oompa
excited,
Loompa.
baby. Yeah.
Something you can say at Chuck E. Cheese and during a sex ed class. Ugh, I could go really dark here.
Something you can say at Chuck E. Cheese and during a sex ed class.
It looks like real cheese.
Ooh. You're gross. You're gross.
Oh.
Man, all I can think is
This is your brain on drugs.
room full of children. Do you need any more proof?
Right.
Or more it's like all the two actually kind of go hand in hand. And here's what I would say. All the evidence you need of why birth control is important can be found at Chuck E. Cheese.
I swear I'm
A
too old.
room full of children will always remind you of why birth control
You lost
is
me
important.
when I said Chuck E. Cheese. There ain't, yeah, I don't need any children. I mean, I swear I'm too old for this. I mean, that's mentally I'm
Yeah,
too old
too
for
old
children.
for this.
Mentally, I think I was mentally prepared for sex ed, and Chuck E. Cheese just made it more evident. Because I've been to both places, and sex ed really wasn't as bad until they showed us the pregnancy video. That was bizarre.
I don't know, dude. It was the STD things that were gross to me. The pictures.
See, I never had that. I guess I wasn't punished like you were. I don't know.
Ugh, it's gross.
All right,
Real gross.
we'll take one more.
All right.
Something you can say after someone sneezes and in jail.
After someone sneezes
And in jail.
In jail.
Get out of here.
No idea.
Well, during COVID, it'd be like, get out of here. Do I need to get you a Kleenex? I don't know. That was kind of cheesy.
Yeah, that one.
No
That
pun
one's
intended. We'll end this game off with a banger. Let's go with a better one.
Another one.
All right. Something you can say at a gender reveal party and while giving your kid the talk. See, dad never gets what he wants.
That's funny.
You can't always get what you want.
Oh man. Gender reveal party and the talk.
And also while giving your kid the talk. And you thought you were excited about your first job. I think gender reveal parties suck.
Not just because. Not just because. Nope. Nope.
You're not gonna go there.
Nope.
Stay away from the bees.
I got nothing. I got nothing. I
Oh,
can't think
alright.
of anything that's appropriate. That's the problem.
All right, I'm gonna give you this one by itself because I don't know how they pulled together because I literally pulled it from 2 different decks. Something you can say in couples therapy and on a couples retreat.
You know, with the kids not around, we don't seem to fight as much.
Ah. Why do we have to put this on my credit card?
Right? Bob,
Well,
you've got
that
better
was,
one-liners than me. That's all there is to it. You've got way
Same,
better
same, but
one-liners than me.
different. But no, I mean, unfortunately, the other guys couldn't be here, so we made do with what we had, and hopefully, the other 2 can make it next week. But if not, because I know that Jordan has the in-laws at his house this week, and Daniel has a big thing at work, so hopefully we'll make it work. And if not, you might expect to hear both us 2 again if Josh isn't busy with his garage sale.
Well, that'll be done. That'll be done by Saturday evening. So,
Okay, so we'll wait till
record something Sunday.
Sunday evening. We'll see what
Yeah.
Jordan and Daniel are up to, but hopefully we can get back to the machine versus the Benchwarmers.
Yeah.
Well, for
I
just 2 of
appreciate
us, we
this.
went
It's fun.
almost an hour and 30 minutes. That's
This
impressive.
was fun. Thank you guys for tuning in and being a part of this. This was a lot of good.
Yeah. Did you see that we just hit 15,000 views on YouTube?
No, that's awesome.
I put that on the Facebook group. And while I'm saying this, I might as well just plug everything. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button,
Please do.
comment anything that you have about this episode or any past episodes. Comment on that. I am running a thing here is that the more comments we get, I'm hoping to invite somebody on here actually to be a part of the show and try to beat the machine at trying to guess a player.
That'll be fun.
But also our Facebook page is at Chubby Buddy Studio, and I posted on there that we just hit 15,000 views on YouTube. So hopefully we'll see where that goes. I mean, I'm not expecting anything, but the expectations outweigh, or my lack of expectations had outweighed what we've actually done. So I think it's
that's kind of the great thing is we're not expecting anything. So anything that
this
comes
is
out
just
of
for
it is
us.
cool.
This was never
Really
expected
is.
to be for anybody other than just mental health, really. I guess
Yep.
you could say.
We wanted time together, and we said, what better way than a podcast where we're sharing the goofiness of our friendship with the rest of the world.
So yeah,
We
while you're
got the best friendship. So, but that's the cool thing. That's why we did the Chubby Buddies podcast, so y'all can be a part of it. We're all buddies together.
be chubby with us.
Yeah, be our chubby buddy.
Well, it's kind of weird not
Okay,
saying
man.
bye with everybody here.
We're still gonna say bye. We don't end
Yeah.
without a bye. So
We're gonna say bye,
oh yes.
but I'm gonna have to make another thing for what we do later. So just be
Okay.
prepared.
Sure.
But I love you,
I love you too, man. Thanks for the talk.
and I love Jordan. I love
Enjoyed it.
Daniel. So
We love
bye.
you guys. Sorry you missed it. Make sure you listen. You chumps.
Hit that like button too.
Please do.
Bye.
Bye.